Oh my God! It looks like oil coming out of there. Closest she's been to pumping steam in a long time. There's your crankshaft tone ring. You can check all your teeth, and then to make sure you can take the one off that you're not going to leave. I have 2 crankshafts here, both good. And I would rather drive up north to the shop and get a couple of rusted crankshafts that I can take apart and cobble hell up. Because I don't really want to go ripping tone rings off of 2 good crankshafts. And the spare engine that I actually do have here, remember I ground and welded the heck out of the tone ring. So yeah, I don't really want to do that. We're not going to use that. That one was deemed trash. It's blazing hot outside, and we're going to go up. We're going to move the camper and the Volvo. And I don't really feel like doing it at 98 degrees, not when I have this cleaning and stuff to do. So we're going to get this cleaning done today, and then tonight, when it cools off, we'll take our butts on up north, grab another crankshaft. Tomorrow will be crankshaft mutilation day. It's thirsty. It's got a Titan tank in it. This was originally Julie's truck. This one had neon green with a white frame. I think there's a video on it for a long time ago up there. Maybe. We're going to get a tone ring, and might as well grab some plastic pallets and make use of the trip going up to the shop. So we're going to go ahead and grab the Volvo too and grab the camper. So it's middle of the night too, because it was freaking hot all day, blazing hot. How you doing? I didn't want to drive down the freaking highway, blazing freaking heat, middle of the day, for a tone ring, little bitty piece of metal. Freaking drone could have flown with it. So I figured we could spend some time cleaning parts, cutting the tree up, getting the double stacker parked. We got a sweet little parking spot. I don't think I showed you. I was kind of in a hurry to get out of here, but it's freaking midnight. But I wanted to drive down the highway so that these tires, these old ratty bastards that probably won't take another hot summer day, and we'll be putting stock wheels back on it, stock King Ranch wheels back on it, and we'll have to get freaking tires. But we're driving in the middle of the night because the highway, it's 93 degrees at night, at like midnight. So imagine in the daytime, in the heat of the day. I think the tires thank us a lot better for this 100-mile trip that we're gonna do. We're about halfway in right now. So it's gonna be a long night, long night. Most nights are. All right, we're in the barn. You can see the dust flying through the air. Okay, but loaded up 1 crankshaft already. We've got quite a few of them here. We are going to set up and pull this freaking tone ring right now. Let's see how well it works. The first thing would be, don't burn the barn down. We should put a flex plate on it. I don't really like this. You want to tap it? Just reel it. But it's just somewhere. No, you better hit it square. I don't know. Sure. I'm just kidding. Wait, see. Go ahead. See. Yeah, you want to hold it? Oh, if you held it, that would probably be
gonna try.
Ridiculously wonderful. Feel it? Not yet. let's just do this. Yep, you see it move?
I saw it move.
It moved really good. It's one of the cases of being timid, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. Works fairly well, didn't it? Let's just, oh, hey, do that again. Can you hold that in there? Or yeah, you hold that, yeah. And that?
Don't have 3 arms.
No.
Don't have go-go gadget arms.
One right here. Ready?
Yep.
Boom. All right, there's one. Do you guys remember which way that went? So set it somewhere where it won't burn. Exhaust tips. They're so nice, we got 2 of them.
Yeah.
All right, let's put this down and then we'll grab one more.
Okay.
Look what I just found on the floor.
What is it?
Transmission tube, brand new.
Oh.
That wasn't that bad. That wasn't that hard. Dead blow doesn't work. Do a metal and just have a little pressure on it, a little tap. It does have a dowel on it. And if you look, the part number is always going to be stamped. It's hot, that's why I'm jumping around. It's going to be stamped on the outside. We're going to get a new tone ring on that one, whether it be this one or that one, or that one, or that one, or this one, or this one, or there's another one there. All right, I've been heating it for, I don't know, probably 30 seconds, maybe 45 seconds or something like that. So here.
There's smoke coming off of it.
Here we go. Okay. That one didn't really want to, did it? Okay. Ready? Go.
Yay.
All right. There is. Oh, hey. Why don't we just throw them all over the place? I would if they were room temperature. It'd be easier to carry them, but. Okay, we got 2 now, and
1 crankshaft in the truck.
And 1 crank in the truck, so that's probably good, huh? You think that's good?
Yeah, let's go.
We made a good old try on it.
Yeah.
We went and got the bulb over. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. No, actually it's daylight. Everybody is going to work. Morning rush hour. People everywhere. And there's massive bumps right here. We're off the highway now. Kind of had a couple little hiccups with the truck. I mean, it made it. I didn't stop for anything, but that low air is kind of concerning. I mean, what would it do? Right in the middle of the highway, brakes completely lock up. I mean, how low? I mean, you know, I haven't even looked at it to research to see if, there it goes, it is, damn it. I'm trying to mess with the trailer brakes, but I can't feel the trailer, so I have to, like, I just, who cares? I don't even use the brakes, just leave it off. It's bright anyways. You guys have a brake controller like that? I'm not gonna touch it because it gets crazy. Came back in the backyard and had a seat. That one's next. The hell or high water, that one is next. It will be down there in the driveway getting done. We've owned that for a ridiculous amount of time. It was complete soccer mom. And here's the tree I cut down. Let me back up. That's a 26-foot tilt deck trailer under there somewhere. 26 footer. And it's tilt deck, so perfect. I mean, I dropped the tree on the trailer. Like I hope it's okay. Well, don't tell Steven. Okay, Steven, don't watch that. That's where I cut the trees up, so the double stacker can stack right up next to the semi trailer. It fits pretty good. right on the ground. The van still got the hitch on it. Not sure what I'm doing with that, but it doesn't even look like it, does it? It looks like a van just sitting there. Stripped down 08 4-wheel drive chassis, rolling chassis, good. Got a clean title on it. It's good, but it needs every single thing. Let's look in the bank truck. Yeah, those are not era specific seats, no. Yeah, this is, I think it's all 6.4 stuff in here. This is from the liftgate, kind of. All of the rest of the 6.4 stuff, all the wiring, the dash wire. Well, the dash wiring's already gone, as you can see, kind of. I already took all that. That's out of here. But the under hood wiring, I need ambient temp and a couple other sensors. And that, so all the 6.4 stuff in here is going to the liftgate. Where is the liftgate? This is the donor for the liftgate. Once I get it all done, I didn't want to have to put a jumper wire for the power locks. The power locks can be made to work right now on the liftgate, but once I get all these wiring up here on the front and right there at the kick well, it'll function like normal. It'll even have the keypad in the door. It'll be great. Y'all know Truck 42. Y'all go way back, right? Went to different schools together. Julie just got back. She's in bed. I just got here. It's here. I made it. Low air and everything. Come on down here. And we have a seat. And ponder what the next step is on Ron's truck. We got a couple of cars too. There's the liftgate over there. It's at the job site. The liftgate knows where the work is. That's cool. I like that truck. Busted bed and all. I'm tired. We're all here. Somewhere in that the 2-rig mess of crap is tone rings and everything we need to go in there and get to it. So I'm gonna go take a nap. Brand new day out here. Got an extra crankshaft here. I did yank 2 tone rings. So we went to the store and now we have candidates to put on the engine. Let's go get that done. So let's take a look at these two. Make sure that they are both pristine compared to the old one. Yeah, we brought the deep freeze in here. Considered getting the crankshaft cold. That's very sketchy when you get the whole crankshaft cold and you've got journals that need to stay clean. So here, all of them are rounded on that other side. What's that little guy? Had something, little something set on it. Wow, okay. Well, let's keep searching. Good thing we have a plethora of them. Let's do this. Okay, let's go for this one and let's see how hot we can get it. I'm gonna put it right there. Oh, hey, I'm gonna put it right there and get it hot. Yeah, made it 173 there, but not on the inside ridge. Look at that inside lip. It's harder to take heat. Let's get some more and try to get on the inside. It's not liking the heat, that inside edge, right at the lip. I'm worried I'm gonna catch stuff on fire in here. 330, 340, just. It's starting to heat it up. It is 180 degrees, 200 degrees right there on that inside edge. When it's blazing hot right there, 500 degrees there. So There's got to be some kind of heat tempering going on this ridge right here where they put it on, because it is not accepting heat very good. It's warm. Makes me wonder if I should cool off the crankshaft. On there, it is not doing very good at heating that lip right there. I mean, we're 380 degrees on the hottest on the screen. So this tone ring is not more than 300. It's less than 400 degrees everywhere on it. Obviously heats up real good right there, but let's see what happens. Just hold on it. Here we go. It's probably a little warm, isn't it?
Probably.
It's not really a big rush either. It's just this is up. The dowel is up. Put it over here. Line the dowel up. Oh my goodness.
Steaming.
It dropped right on like absolutely nothing. It just dropped on. All right, so now we'll just let it sit there and cool. There's nowhere to weld it. The only option we have is the make sure it's down. It is just sitting on it. Look down there, it looks good. Hopefully it cools off and locks on. All right, but we did find some rod bolts. We got rod bolts. We're getting bearings. We're gonna go ahead and replace the rod bolts and all the bearings. And I'm gonna sand this crankshaft. We're gonna hand sand it as long as this stays on good. My other option was potentially welding it. Put a little tack weld. I obviously don't want to do it right there, right by the bearing journal, so I'd have to go back here, like maybe one here and one there. If I tack the dowel, then we lose the ability to ever mess with this crank again. We can never locate it back. So since the dowel is on there, that is in proper location right there. That's it. Oh, it's tight too.
It's tightening up.
It's tightening up. Let's just let it sit and cool all the way down. That looked, honestly, that was not anything to be intimidated about at all. That's heat it up a little bit, pull it off.
Heat it up a little bit, pop it on.
I just want to look down here. You can see across the crank, the counterweight here, through it, and you can see the gap that's under it and see if the gap is the same, which it absolutely looks like it. Can you see light through it? Behind it. I mean, there's a good chance we're gonna be good. We don't even need to do anything to it. Just leave it just like that. Let it cool all the way off. Still a little warm. Cool off, and it might just be bit on there, all good. This one is the one we took off. The balancer numbers all of them. And that's why we took it off. Up here, there's your crankshaft tone ring. You can check all your teeth, and then to make sure you can take the one off that you're not gonna leave. That was the last questioning part of this engine right here. That was the thing that I mean, honestly, I had a little bit in my mind about it. I was a little worried about it, but for what? That went pretty good. All right, so it's cooled a little. I can touch it, warm to the touch. I figure a good test, how about we just do this? Okay, I'm picking it up by the tone ring. I think we call that good. I think that's done. No welding needed. Let her eat. What do you think? I mean, it's just a tone ring. It ain't like it's such a big deal. You know, it ain't like you have to take the whole engine out and take everything completely apart to get to it. It's not that big, you know. It's nothing. I mean, we've already done it once, hell. But it should be good. Now, if I can pick that whole crankshaft up by the tone ring all by itself, that tone ring doesn't drive anything. The only thing it does is just spin, and the magnets pick up the signal. So there's no pressure on it other than the G's of it spinning, trying to rotate itself out. Well, it's a piece of steel. It's not going to centrifugally go out. Shouldn't. So in my mind, I'm checking that off. It's good. If you're standing in your garage and you got looking at your crankshaft, you know, it happens every now and then. Got your crankshaft out here, and I don't have a crankshaft polisher, right? So if you look, I'm not going to get to, well, I can do this one right now. You feel that? You feel it? Here, let's just wipe it down real quick. Now, this is 180 grit sandpaper, 1 inch wide. Okay, so I'll put it around, and that's what I'm using. It's not regular, it's pretty stout. It's good stuff. It's pretty stout. What I have found is I can fold this end up like this. Fold it. If you want to fold it again. And then I can take these. They're just some duckbill vice grips. And if I clamp that right there, okay? Crankshaft rotates clockwise, so the bearing needs to go counterclockwise. So I want to take it like this, and now once I get moving, and this is one where I get comfy. I was going to move the jack stands, but we started recording here, and then I saw that line was something that needed to be. This isn't a fast. We don't have to be fast. Just need to be consistent. I'm pulling away using the vice grips right here. See, it's got a little lip here, and I can kind of hold it here, spin it around. Now you got me messed up. Where am I going? This way. Spin it around, try to catch it, keep the paper flat on it. Remember that line that was on there? No, I didn't do very much, but I only did the one too, so. Okay, that line is almost gone, and you just watched how long it took. I'm gonna go a lot more to finish it all the way. It looks pretty good. So that is, we are going to go ahead and put new bearings. We're gonna put new rod bearings, and we're gonna put new mains. I'm gonna check the length on these rod bolts. That is, it is not an absolute definite thing that we have to replace these. I've been replacing them the whole time we've been working on these, but think about it, it doesn't ask you to torque. It's 50 foot-pounds. You get to 50 foot-pounds, you stop. There is no yielding of the bolt needed to achieve clamping force, right? So that bolt, in theory, does not get yielded. It only gets, I don't know what all the terms are for it, I don't remember. But we can measure it, see if there was any kind of stretch going on with it. I don't know. I don't know if there is or not. These were in for 150 miles, is how long, because these are new bolts too. These bolts are 200 bucks. It's 200 bucks for a set of bolts. It's the exact same cost. You can either buy a set of Ford rod bolts, or you can buy a set of ARP rod bolts. It doesn't make a bit of difference at all. They both cost the same. Kind of sucks, doesn't it?
I think the rod bolts are a little more expensive.
Whatever. I'm not all the way convinced. I can check these. Check these, compare it to all of those, see if there is any kind of stretch that has happened at all in any of those bolts. What are your thoughts on that? Is stretching the only cause for concern? You know, anybody ever had a bolt of the head break off or something like that? Maybe, I don't know. I haven't. We've had pretty good luck with rod bolts. We've never had an issue because this thing also works really good on the rear main flange, because that Loctite is on the seal that you put in. The only thing that touches the crankshaft on the front is the wear ring. So you pull that off, and yeah, you put some Loctite under it. It's pretty easy to clean off, just like this one is too. We're gonna hit this with this paper the exact same way I'm doing a journal. It'll look absolutely wonderful. Let's take a quick look first. There. No. Okay. Now we'll go right to right there. That's about 2.5 minutes spinning that thing around. That's done. And now I'm gonna separate the jacks. These are just plain old jack stands. They fit on the journal. Put a towel on it. Now I'll spread it out here. That way I can get to this one, and this. Where's Steven? Washing his race car engine. Not even his race car engine, actually. The backup one he just pulled out of the yard. Look at that thing. I like that. It's out in the backyard using it. Looking for 2-inch paper. Couldn't freaking find it. Steven's cleaning his block. $100 for a roll of 2-inch paper. I guess that's what our plan is tomorrow morning. Got to get I mean, I've kind of wanted to do that anyways. Up until now, I have always done the 1-inch paper and done each rod journal, you know, independently. There's no way it can't be better to do the whole thing in one journal, in one pass. I don't know. So came out, went running around, just so happened, came by and hang out, and yeah, I was cleaning an engine up. It's like I have actual experience doing that exact kind of thing right there, huh? Steven watches, and he just said that for once I got invited over for a block party somewhere else. Steven's been to many block parties. That's where everybody grabs a blowgun in each hand, and when you get done with pulling it out of the spray cabinet, everybody has 2 blowguns, and we're letting her eat on it. Oh, that was some nasty crap coming out of those forks. Horrible. Oh my God, look at that. Yeah, she just needs a little flush. She'll be all right. Oh my God. It looks like oil coming out of there. Needless to say, they did not keep up with their coolant maintenance, the previous owner of this engine block. Starting to come clear, isn't it? Closest she's been to pumping steam in a long time. That old 400 Mopar just said, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna take a shit right here in the middle of the driveway. It's gonna be here for a long time. Gonna clean inside those main crankshaft oilers. That's where all the grit that really will kill the engine. Right inside those crankshaft oilers. Take that right from there, then go right to the connecting rods, and all your bearings look like trash if we don't clean it. And especially now, he's washing it all up. We'll go ahead and, while you got your hands on it, spraying the hell out of it like that, just, yeah.
Becoming a senator, or even being here with you fine people, though, it's pretty awesome. My most important American dream was becoming a good husband and a good dad. Of being able to give...
Okay, I told Ron that I would give him a closer look at the bearings, so let's listen to it.
By my beautiful wife, Usha, an incredible lawyer and a better mom. and our 3 beautiful kids, Ewan, who's 7, Vivek, who's 4, and Mirabelle, who's 2. Now, they're back at the hotel, and kids, if you're watching, Daddy loves you very much, but get your butts in bed. It's 10 o'clock.
I already moved this one.
But my friends, things did not work out well for a lot of kids I grew up with. Every now and then, I will get a call from a relative back home who asks, "Did you know so-and-so?" And I'll remember a face from years ago, and then I'll hear, "They died of an overdose." As always, America's ruling class wrote the checks. Communities like mine paid the price. For decades, that divide between the few with their power and comfort in Washington and the rest of us only widened. From Iraq to Afghanistan, from the financial crisis to the Great Recession, from open borders to stagnating wages, the people who govern this country have failed and failed again. That is, of course, until a guy named Donald J. Trump came along. President Trump represents America's last best hope to restore what, if lost, may never be found again. A country where a working class boy born far from the halls of power can stand on this stage as the next vice president of the United States of America. But my fellow Americans here in this stage and watching at home, this moment is not about me, it's about all of us. And it's about who we're fighting for. It's about the auto worker in Michigan wondering why out-of-touch politicians are destroying their jobs. It's about the factory worker in Wisconsin who makes things with their hands and is proud of American craftsmanship.
Still have to wash it. It's all dirty now.
It's about the energy worker in Pennsylvania and Ohio who doesn't understand why Joe Biden is willing to buy energy from tin pot dictators across the world when he could buy it from his own citizens right here in our own country.
One is the only one not numbered. That's this one. Wow.
You guys are a great crowd. Wow.
I had to have done that.
And
That sucks. A lot of those scratches are from checking clearances.
And it's about, our movement is about single moms like mine who struggled with money and addiction but never gave up. And I'm proud to say that tonight my mom is here, 10 years clean and sober. I love you, Mom.
This is the cap for 4. Bottom's took the brunt, which would point towards more towards a misfire causing it. Here's the back, solid, consistent all the way across the whole bearing. Top might have suffered a little bit from it, but not consistent. Take a look at new bearings because they come with some scratches. Custom installed right off the bat, right out of the package.
And you know,
That's
Mom,
definitely
I was thinking, It'll be 10 years officially in January of 2025. And if President Trump's okay with it, let's have the celebration in the White House.
See how the bottoms and the tops are pretty right there. Damn it, check them. Okay. Here's our look around. I'm Scotch bright the camshaft a little bit. Clean off some of that.
And our movement, ladies and
There you
gentlemen,
go.
it's a...
So I touched off on the crankshaft. It's not clean yet, so we haven't washed it. But there were a couple of lines on it, and we pretty much got them. They're freaking golden. We did not get the mains today. We're going to have them tomorrow. Just about to a point where we have a game plan for this entire engine. We know what steps to take. We know what we're going to replace. So now it's time to just roll through it. Because this is, I mean, all of these jobs, we have done this many, many, many times. And the hardest part is figuring out what we're actually going to do anytime we tear something apart. Okay, how far are we going to go? What are we going to do? And that's not to say you can't really say that we're going to do everything either. Because the chances of something going wrong by saying you want to do everything versus by just doing things that show you problems, in my experience, you're far more likely to have something screw up by doing it, trying to do everything. Yeah, I don't know. So now we are cleaning. We're going to clean the rest of this stuff and start dropping the crank in, torque the bed plate down once we get some bearings. We was going to start today. I didn't get any 3-inch tape. I got 2-inch tape. I got some 1-inch tape. So the crankshaft I just touched off on each journal. It'll be fine. I guess we'll watch the rest of the speech.